Yo, what's happening? Oh, that's you. All right. We've been expecting. Yo, welcome to the Gogol Bordello Familia bus. This is our front speakeasy. I'm Eugene Hoots. Here we go. We got Erika Mancini doing some tango arpeggios. Professor Sergey. The professor and king of gypsy punk rock and roll. You know, supervising the arpeggios at the moment. Gil Alexandre from Brazil, the bass messiah. Now on the left we got right here Mr. Corey Kingston Horn from San Diego, representing 1000% every night, killing it on a drum set. In did I say speakeasy or front lounge? Either way is overstating the obvious. It is speakeasy front lounge. Leonzinho right here from Brooklyn, New York City, getting a drink. This is a superfood bar. Some of the superfoods include mostly rum, a lot of organic vodka, a lot of chlorella spirulina. This is all items from Hoots Superfood Cafe, and everything pretty much empowering you to give the best possible musical performance in a full spectrum of capabilities. The Hall of Fame, Scarhead, New York hardcore. This is a young, promising singer, not so songwriter, but still quite great. Coming up on the charts. Sick Fox. I have no idea who these guys are, but it's been floating around our bus for a while. Somebody wrote it along. Symbology is important. Here's a Picasso drawing of Pedro and I on our crusade towards the Babylon. We're gonna destroy the Babylon with Pedro. So obviously here's some spaghetti western influences, always with a master of spaghetti western solo right here, Leo. Having a little mood setter of Clint Eastwood is important. For a fistful of dollars in Italian, or we're shooting our own version of spaghetti western. It's called For a Fistful of Garlic. Very raw power type of spaghetti western. And immediately followed by a sequel, For a Fistful of Scallions, slightly more refined. Here's some France fan art. We got our own fucking private Whole Foods right here. I read somewhere that Japanese businessmen have this kind of a disciplinary spiritual task where they on a day off they clean the motherfucking toilet. You know what I mean? So we didn't go as far, but we did clean the fridge. This one is slightly less spiritual. It's less pristine. The only thing about the bathroom here you need to know is our reggaeton connection right here. Because Puerto Rican influence runs deep in the music in the punk and hardcore scene, with Corey Kingston Horn right here, bringing 1000% killing game every night. And not to mention the fact that reggaeton music was this would not be the same without it. Living on the Lower East Side, right below Avenue C in the late 90s, I was practically formed as a man to the sounds of reggaeton. It's a Puerto Rican Dominican neighborhood in below Houston Street, and that was way before Daddy Yankee, way before. So anytime I hear that boom, 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 I'm like, honey, I'm home. You still want to see it? I warn you, it's fucking pristine. So don't get your punk rock hopes up. It's nothing like CBGB's bathroom. One crucial thing, if you didn't get all your angst out during the show, you can always continue with a stress relief. But I do have to say, our dark secret is that we befriend the stress. We don't block ourselves from stress. And as a matter of fact, continuous problem solving, as the neuroscientists say, is the sign of higher self and higher intelligence. So don't be trying to fucking avoid the stress. It's impossible. get on with it, be friends with stress. That's how you excel. That's how you get the fucking to the peak performance. Are you fucking ready for the fucking spiritual retreat already or not? Alright. Here's where all the silent and not so silent at the times meditations happen. It's been the same choice of a bunk for decades. I'm kind of always in the same spot. There's nothing particularly different about it. I think that, I mean, maybe try to find something different, but it's a bunk as any, it's my immigrant bunk right here. The specialty of Gogol Bordello, it is a large band, not only in sense of, you know, the explosive horse human power of it and musicality and all the vitamins and elements that it's comprised on, but it is just large band with a quantity of people and the crew. So luckily, since we're all coming mostly from countries that don't have a lot of luxuries, growing up in those countries, I mean, I pretty much grew up in an apartment this size with 8 people, you know, so I think that mentally prepared me quite alright to be fluent and like feeling well as an aquarium in for duration of tour in this kind of environment, and that goes, you know, for a lot of us here. That's Pedrito, never not busy, never not killing it, meaning always fucking 1000% killing it.
Well, this is my palace, you see, beautiful light for reading and driving. Then you have your charging station at the very end, a couple of fans to maintain your cool. So on my gear I got a couple of items here, my computer, I got a couple of drawing pads, you know, I have my adapters, important things, hard drives, and more hard drives, because this band is just non-stop.
So, what's happening? Aren't you curious what's behind the mirror door? Let's get it. Oh. Alright. Another rehearsal. Perhaps another mixing station. Pedrito in the house.
On a nameless train to the promised land. I am a stranger to the strangest man.
On tour we have with us a brilliant new constellation of talents from New York City, Puzzled Panther, opening every night, showing absolutely peak, creative, brilliant, spectacle performance. I can't believe I'm not wearing Puzzled Panther t-shirt, but imagine it is, because they're heading straight to be as timeless as The Cure. Yeah! So you've seen around the bus, you've seen important symbology that we carry around. Art everywhere, Pedrito's art right here. It's a kind of ongoing process. Brother is mixing right now. Before you go, let us, oh thanks, wicked. Let us dip into the songwriting, let me just stop. The important songwriting laboratory that's going on here a lot, you know, which is Puzzled Panther kind of knack for writing songs is what initially excited me about the project, you know, and so having them on tour has been pretty inspiring because, you know, because maniacs are inspiring. Yeah. What do you got going here? What do you got cooking?
Oh, we're working on a couple new songs, a couple acoustic tracks. We have one coming up called Fuzzy. We have another one that's the first song we ever wrote together. called "It's Not True, But I Believe It."
Yeah,
right. That's right. What about you got the video that just came out?
Yeah,
Couple
absolutely.
days ago.
We also have a new music video out for our song "Fake Ass Freedom Fighters." It's about solidarity with, with Ukraine and, calling out everybody who doesn't show up when it's time to. And actually, we're also in a similar vein, featured on a track with all these amazing legends called United, with like Jello Biafra, Roger Moret from Agnostic Front.
Trey Cool from Green Day.
Yeah, absolutely, called United Strike Back, and that's something that we're so honored to be on. And also, our song "Fake Ass Freedom Fighters" is on the Women of the Pit compilation with 16 other female-fronted bands. So it's amazing to be a part of that. And also, after our sets, to for people to come up to us and say how much they love seeing female leads, and just hopefully that inspires other people of younger generations and stuff like that.
It's been great having you on the tour. I mean,
It's been amazing.
It's a kind of, even the way the whole band came together. I mean, I think that needs to be illuminated a little bit. Come on, let's tell the story. You tell the story.
Absolutely. So, started writing songs about, 2 years ago, 3 years ago at this point, and one time we met at a Gogol Bordello documentary anniversary, and a couple weeks later we were playing our first shows in California together on tour, and asked the opening band at the time, Crazy in the Brains, to help us out, and Kay met them about an hour before the actual show during our sound check.
We had a half-hour sound check and went straight into the live experience.
And it was beautifully raw, and even this tour, we found out only a couple weeks before that we get to open, and it all came together delightfully.
Well, I mean, that's what differs punk rock from many other streaks of music, is that, obviously here we are able to Rubik's Cube things on the spot, and I think that, as we were talking yesterday in the bar, and I think that there's a great connection between great songwriting or great improvisation and natural ability to constantly problem solve, which is what touring is all about. I mean, I already addressed the idea of befriending the stress. Befriending the stress is very much like befriending the songwriting. It's a very stressful art form. You got 3 minutes to tell the story. I mean, you're gonna have 12 minutes, whatever, but better, don't bore us, let's get to the chorus. For the most time, for the most time, not to, my favorite song is Mercy Seat of Nick Cave, which goes on for fucking forever, but that defies all the rules of songwriting. But at the same time, for the most part, it's important to have that knack for, being able to pull things out of thin air and construct them fast. And the way Puzzled Panther has assembled itself, it has been a process of that. It's just been very gonzotronic experience of watching the band come together. And once you guys met, it was like boom, just synergy kicked in, and just
For sure.
It's a joy to observe that see the puzzled and unmuzzled cubs, grow.
It's honestly been the most spontaneous, organic way that, that it could have been. Like, I kind of, every day I'm like, wait, this is the new thing, this is what's happening, and fucking here we are. So,
Seriously.
So it's pretty close to your journalist profession too. Like, Kay is a investigative journalist.
for sure. I mean, I was at New York One for a while. I was doing broadcast news, so my previous life was like running around with a camera, finding some new stories, looking at dead bodies and stuff all day, and on to the next thing every 20 minutes. There was a period I was working for the newspaper, doing a day job while we did this at night, and I kind of felt like I had two lives, which was fun and an adventure.
Yeah, I remember that.
Interesting progression, indeed.
For sure. I used to walk into the office like in my clothes from
With your
the show
guitar
the night
on.
before, literally with a guitar and with pedals, and like dump them under the desk and change in the bathroom. Then I would do my work for 8 hours. I would like close the laptop, pull out the pedals, pull out my like plaid pants, and run back out.
Yeah. Tour rehearsal.
So you had your tour prep done back then. Yeah, for sure. Right on. Yeah, and that's kind of the vitamins of this tour. You know, it's very Bonanza-tronic and gonzo, and that's kind of how we like it.
Yeah. Great stuff comes out of the
Yeah.
spirit.
Urgency
Urgency.
brings peak performance.
Yeah. Like I said, we're so excited to be on tour with Gogol Bordello. This is such like an amazing opportunity for us. You know, we started this tour with our music unreleased on like all platforms, and now it's finally starting to come out. And we always update on our Instagram called Puzzled Panther NYC, and you know, now we have a Spotify called Puzzled Panther, and also our YouTube by the same name. So we're pretty much all on all platforms as Puzzled Panther, and the music's starting to come out. So please check us out there. And you know, YouTube has our newest video, so that's where you can find us. Puzzled Panther NYC.
Gogol Bordello, you know, fucking all the platforms, click the fucking thing, click the fucking thing, click the fucking thing, you know, and needless to say, all that stuff, you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, we're your fucking friends, so come and get your fix.